This is 93.7 Citizen FM, Abuja.
Citizen FM News at noon. I'm Lawrence Umoite. President Bola Tinubu says Nigeria is ready for business, urging foreign investors to take advantage of the opportunities and ongoing reforms. The president says Nigeria will sustain its spotlight on African countries as the fulcrum of its economic and foreign policies. He spoke on Friday while receiving the president of Benin Republic, Patrice Talon, after the summit on new global financial pact in Paris, France. President Tinubu stated that trade issues, security, and border control would be mutually implemented. The acting Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetukun, says his administration will establish a specialized quick intervention squad within the Nigeria Police Force to prevent crimes and curb criminality in Nigeria. He made this remark on Friday during his maiden conference with members of the police management team in Abuja. The acting IGP declared that the Nigerian Police Force would not go into partnership with any outlawed group, but would only engage them in dialogue.
Complex security challenges that demand our unwavering commitment and resolve. We stand at a critical junction where the trust of the people in our institution hangs in the balance. It's our duty to reignite that trust, to be the beacon of hope in times of despair, and to foster an environment where safety and justice are not mere illusions, but the foundations upon which our nation thrives. One of the foremost thrusts of my administration will be to upholding the sanctity of our legal framework with a view to standardizing the policing profession vis-a-vis driving a transformative agenda, embracing the principles of transparency, accountability, and professionalism.
The new Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Christopher Musa, has reiterated the determination of the military to go after terrorists, bandits, and other criminals in full force. He was speaking when he took over the command of the Armed Forces of Nigeria from the former Defense Chief, General Lucky Irabo, on Friday in Abuja. He said the military under his command would go all out to ensure that Nigeria was secured. General Musa also promised to prioritize the welfare of personnel to enable the military to get the best form of them, saying that a soldier that is well fed, well taken care of, would give his best.
Synergize our activities together. We need to work as a team. Together, I'm sure we'll achieve the mandate that we're being given as members of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. I assure you, I will give you the right leadership. I will be there 24/7. I will be there everywhere to ensure that we move and we achieve our mandate. My promise to Nigeria is that we'll continue to improve on our mandate of sustaining peace and tranquility in the country. Anybody, especially the criminals, insurgents, terrorists, anyone who thinks otherwise should be ready to face the music.
General Irabo urges successor to ensure the value and professionalism standards of the military were upheld.
I'd like to enjoin you not only to remain loyal and committed to the Commander-in-Chief and the Constitution of the Federal Republic, but to also ask and counsel that you redouble your efforts so that the cherished values and the professional standing of the armed forces will be maintained.
No fewer than 116 houses were affected on Friday in Abuja after an early morning rain flooded the Trademore estates along Airport Road. The floods have, however, receded, appreciating all stakeholders and residents for their efforts and cooperation.
The solution to this problem, from my observation, we already told them before, the volume of water that comes from Galadimawa to Trademore is massive. There is no how it can be contained in Trademore.
By my own knowledge, we thought it's just like a rain shower. The next thing, let me say, all our people should get out with their properties and let our estate documents should be valid. My going inside, the next thing I saw that the water covers me.
As a result of the rain that's been falling today, we've had flash flooding, which we get every year in Trademore. Thank God, our primary concern today was to rescue life as opposed to concentrating on people's properties. So as we speak, no life was lost. We give all the glory to God. But we expect that the issue of this annual catastrophe will have to be addressed in tandem with government agencies. And that's what we are looking at.
Officials of the FCT noted that the floods at the Trademore estate were caused by infractions on the water channel.
The houses that were earmarked for demolition last year were submerged. I've gone round and I've seen most of them that are yet to be demolished. They were submerged too. So that simply means that there are still structures that are still on the waterway. So we are going to come back here with town planners and surveyors to carry out a comprehensive survey of the whole estate.
The Director General of the Federal Capital Territory Emergency Management Agency appealed to residents whose houses are built on the water channel to relocate.
All this we have done in the FCT and we keep updating it. So we have all the maps. I'm not a new visitor to that estate. We've been going there even right when after the last year's rainfall, and we had made a lot of assessment in that area. Some of those houses, 116 of them were already marked for demolition. And we had already issued a warning for them to leave to a higher ground so that because those ones are vulnerable too, because they were right on the waterways. And
Benue State Governor Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia has listed property to recover from the immediate past governor and members of his cabinet to include government land, vehicles, houses, and furniture. Governor Alia listed some of the property while inaugurating members of the state and local government property committee at the old banquet hall of the government house in Makurdi.
With these believed to be carried out towards the end of the immediate past administration in the state, we therefore find it appropriate and legitimate to set in motion the machinery to recover all that has been illegally taken away that belongs to the state.
And for some foreign news now, Sierra Leoneans are voting in a general elections following tense campaigns marred by violence. On Wednesday, the main opposition party alleged that one of its supporters was shot dead by police, which the police have denied. Supporters of both main parties have been accused of attacking opponents. This election is taking place against the background of a troubled economy, the rising cost of living, as well as concerns about national unity. More than 40 people are missing after a migrant boat capsized off the Italian island. At least one newborn baby is among those missing, said the UNHCR representatives to Italy. The vessel left from Sfax in Tunisia and was carrying 46 migrants from Cameroon, Burkina Faso, and Ivory Coast. Russian President Vladimir Putin vowed on Saturday he would not allow Russia to slip into civil war after the leader of the Wagner mercenary forces seized a key military headquarters overseeing the offensive in Ukraine. The rapidly moving event marked the most serious challenge yet to Kremlin's chief long rule and Russia's most serious security crisis since it came to power in late 1999. In sports, Lobby Stars of Makurdi and Remo Stars FC of Ikene are the first clubs to qualify for the finals of Nigeria's Super 8 competition scheduled to be held at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos from July 7th to 16th. Lobby picked the ticket to represent the North Central Zone by defeating City FC of Abuja 4-3 on penalties after a trailing match. Nigeria's national under-16 team on Thursday proved a handful for Cote d'Ivoire in the FIBA Africa Zone 3 under-16 qualifier for men's, defeating the Orange Boys by 67-38 in the opening game of the African basketball competition. The energetic Nigerian side left the spectators no room as to where the game would swing to as they opened the first quarter a score of 16-6 and extended it by 31-32. Football governing body FIFA yesterday appointed the United States as host of the new and expanded 32-team Club World Cup due to hold in 2025. A FIFA statement quoting its president explained that the host's selection process took into consideration infrastructure and service requirements, as well as a broader strategic objective for the tournament. And that's the Citizen FM News. At noon, I am Lawrence Moite.